Okay, so Dr. Fatma, what do you think are the main changes related to QPP in the PSF final rule?
All right, so I will go over the highlights of what has changed and what has remained the same from last year to this year in the physician final rule. The eligibility for QPP remains the same this year as well. So if someone was eligible last year, they'll be eligible this year as well. The performance category score weights would towards MIPS would be 30% for quality, 30% for cost, 25% for promoting interoperability, and 15% for improvement activities. The performance threshold will also remain the same at 75 points, and like last year, there will be no exceptional performance bonus. A difference is that new MVPs have been added, and so now for 2024, we will have a total of 16 available MVPs for the physicians to choose from. Additionally, for ACOs participating in MSSP under the APM performance pathway, Medicare CQMs is also an available collection type for 2024. And if I were to talk in detail, category-wise for MIPS, for promoting interoperability, the performance period for 2024 is 180 consecutive days as compared to 90 consecutive days from before. Also, for safer guides attestation in the promoting interoperability category, the organizations would need to answer yes in order to score in this category, as compared to last year where they could either attest yes or no, and they would still have scored in promoting interoperability category. Also, for this category, only clinical social workers will be automatically reweighted for 2024. For quality category, the data completeness will remain the same as before at 75%, but like every year, quality measures have been added, some have been removed. So the total repository of quality measures will change from last year. One interesting change is that breast cancer screening measure, colorectal cancer screening measure, and BMI screening and follow-up plan, which used to be MIPS reporting measures, will now only be available for MVP reporting. So physicians that might be more well-versed on these measures might need to switch over to MVP pathway to report these measures to QPP. Also, ACOs can now report CQM method or eCQM method in 2024. Also, 2024 calendar year would be the last year for CMS web interface reporting, and the physicians would need to move to the eCQM pathway. And for improvement activities, like every year, activities have been added and removed. So for 2024, 5 new activities have been added and 3 activities have been removed. And for cost category, 5 new episode-based measures have been added and each require a 20 episode case minimum. 1 measure has been removed from last year, and there have been scoring policy changes for cost category. These are all the highlights for 2024 final rule. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Also, I wanted to ask you, what do you think are the main implications of these changes?
The main implications would be that CMS is moving more and more toward MVP pathway as compared to MIPS, and that can be seen with how 3 most used measures, which are breast cancer, colorectal cancer, and BMI screening measures, have moved to MVP. So they are encouraging physicians to choose MVP pathway for reporting. Also, with CMS web interface sunsetting in 2024, all the physicians would have to switch over to eCQM pathway and submit the 3 eCQMs for ACO. Yeah. These are the 2 big implications, I feel, for 2024 final rule.